Reading from the book of Deuteronomy. Moses said to the people, "Today I have set before you life and prosperity, death and doom. If you obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I enjoin on you today, loving him and walking in his ways, and keeping his commandments, statutes, and decrees, you will live and grow numerous, and the Lord your God will bless you in the land you are entering to occupy. If, however, you turn away your hearts and will not listen, but are led astray and adore and serve other gods, I tell you now that you will certainly perish. You will not have a long life on the land that you are crossing the Jordan to enter and occupy. I call heaven and earth today to witness against you. I have set before you life and death, the blessing and the curse. Choose life then, that you and your descendants may live by loving the Lord your God, heeding his voice, and holding fast to him. For that will mean life for you, a long life for you to live on the land that the Lord swore he would give to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Responsorial Psalm. Blessed are they who hope in the Lord.
Blessed are they who hope in the Lord.
Blessed the man who follows not the counsel of the wicked, nor walks in the way of sinners, nor sits in the company of the insolent, but delights in the law of the Lord and meditates on his law day and night.
Blessed are they who hope in the Lord.
He is like a tree planted near running water that yields its fruit in due season and whose leaves never fade. Whatever he does prospers.
Blessed are they who hope in the Lord.
Not so the wicked, not so. They are like chaff which the wind drives away. For the Lord watches over the way of the just, but the way of the wicked vanishes.
Blessed are they who hope in the Lord. The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke. Jesus said to his disciples, "The Son of Man must suffer greatly and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed, and on the third day be raised." Then he said to all, "If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. What profit is there for one to gain the whole world, yet lose or forfeit himself?" The Gospel of the Lord. Quick observation that the structure of our scriptures for the daily masses during Lent breaks into two groups. The first 3 weeks, 4 weeks, are actually general petitions to repentance, okay? And then when we get past Laetare Sunday, after the fourth Sunday, we get much more intensely the conflicts that Jesus has with the leading authorities at the time, and the conflicts that lead more and more toward hostility and more toward ultimately his death. So we have a kind of a twofold movement, you might say, in the scriptures in the course of our Lenten devotion. But I want to look at today, the two readings today tie together very nicely because they tell us that we need to make a choice. And the trouble is that when we look at the kinds of choices that are being laid out for us here, take up your cross on the one hand, here choosing life or death on the other, what happens most often for us is that we choose on the basis of expedience in the short term. In the short term. One of the books that I used when I was teaching seniors was actually just the first two parts of Scott Peck's book, The Road Less Traveled. The entire of that first chapter in that book is all about putting aside the immediate gratification and understanding the value of delayed gratification. Folks, we don't understand that too well at all, you know? So often we want what's now. I think of the kids that come to me in confession, and this coming Sunday, I'll probably have a bunch of them like this. "I lied." I said, "Fine. Did you get caught telling the lie? Yes. Was the punishment worse? Yes. Well, duh. You know, if you got a scale of 1 to 10, and if you did something wrong and you're going to get a punishment on a level of 3, then you lie about it, you get caught in the lie, then you get a punishment like 8. Figure it out. Figure it out. But we don't do that because we reckon maybe we can get away with it this time, and we go to the immediate gratification rather than delayed gratification that is in the long run far better for us. We're asked by the Lord to take up our cross. That's not a pleasant path. It's the ultimate path of life. Moses tells the people, choose life. Choose life. May we, in fact, in the course of this day, look in the ways in which we can make proper, good, strong choices for God and to be faithful, even if it means a bit of aggravation now. The delayed gratification will be worth it in Jesus Christ. Let us stand and pray.